Hi guys, Halina here, and this is video number 2 of the fanfiction mission Save S.H.I.E.L.D. So, spoilers ahead, stay tuned. Okay, so hopefully you guys have read Mission Save S.H.I.E.L.D. If you haven't, final story spoiler warning. Alright, so, basically, the title. That's what I want to start with, because I could not think of a title for the story. And Mission Save S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't particularly make any sense. But that's what I came up with. So, yeah, now that is cleared up. Chapter 1. I figure I'm going to start with a chapter by chapter thing with this. So chapter 1, Area 51. Basically taking place within the episode Alien Commies from the Future. So, with Gemma posing as Peggy, I really wanted a scenario in which Peggy showed up to meet her imposter. And so that's sort of what happened. And I really wanted to just have that moment, but I didn't really know where to go from there. So I essentially just left it as they tell Peggy the truth that they are time traveling agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they're from the future and they're back in the past to try to save S.H.I.E.L.D., to save the world. Because I knew that Peggy wasn't going to let it go. There was no way Peggy was going to let it go. She was going to demand answers. If she didn't get answers, she would have kept them there. Yeah, there was just no way that they were going to get out with Peggy now in the picture. So they told Peggy, and I made it that Peggy is completely aware of, time traveling because Steve time traveled back to the past. Now, why I chose to do that? Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. seems to be going with that narrative, that Steve traveling back from Endgame is happening in this timeline. That's why Peggy and Daniel didn't really work out. That's the narrative that S.H.I.E.L.D. seems to be telling without actually saying it. And, I mean, I guess Steve could have showed up and made it that he was found alive and he's all good. But I was like, nah, he told her that he is from the future and all of that. So the time traveling thing isn't a huge shock to her because she is aware that time travel does exist. Yeah, so that was basically chapter 1. Then chapter 2, very much taking place in Out of the Past. Chapter 2, The Fallen Agent. This was originally where the story was supposed to start. And then I went and I did chapter 1. But, yeah, basically following along the lines of Out of the Past. But I wanted Howard in there as well, so Sousa delivers the package to Howard Stark, and I kind of wanted to acknowledge that all of the agents were aware that they had to save Sousa, and they were all sort of given their roles, and then they went out and saved him. Now, I did think about expanding that chapter in the sense of, how on earth did they manage to pull out Sousa out of the water without realizing that it was Coulson? And, I mean, I guess I didn't bother, but in my head, it's sort of like, well, because it was Daisy and Gemma, they managed to pull that fake out situation. I don't know. But, yeah, so I just sort of left it out, but mainly because I didn't really have an answer. So, yeah, that's basically Chapter 2. Chapter 3, the S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy, basically veers off of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. course altogether. We know that after Out of the Past, they jumped to the 70s. And that is when the idea came to me, was now. So basically, S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy, founded in the 70s? Probably not. It was probably before, but I could not find any details about when S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy was actually formed. Like, none whatsoever. I went looking through the internet, typing in the question various different ways. No answers. So, if anybody actually does know when S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy was founded, let me know, because I really want to know. But I figured if they're jumping in a linear fashion forward, why not make it the 70s? And also I wanted to play with the whole going back to the chapter 1 where Peggy, meets Gemma and Coulson and learns about their time traveling shenanigans, and seeing that it really stuck with her. The fact that S.H.I.E.L.D. was in danger really stuck with her, and she always sort of had that in the back of her mind, because she sees them again and she's like, you two, okay, like, this is what's happening. And then, of course, throwing Howard Stark into the mix. He's not really in the chapter a lot. In my head, he's wandering around the ship being like, this is amazing. But yeah, so basically, wanting to play with the idea that Sousa cannot go out in the 70s. I don't know how the show managed to pull that off, that he was hanging around with S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the 70s. Guys, I literally do not know. But, in my version of events, the 70s, too close to 55. He was dead. S.H.I.E.L.D. agents know about it. There's no way he'd be able to blend in. So, he's essentially stuck on the ship while Peggy's life is in danger, and he can't deal with that. He literally cannot deal with that. So, he snatches a S.H.I.E.L.D. motorcycle, heads out, saves Peggy, and all is normal. But I really wanted to play with the idea that now everything comes together. We have, Peggy meeting back up with Gemma and Coulson, and we have Peggy reunited with Sousa, who she believed was dead. So that was sort of the culmination of everything in Chapter 3. That's essentially why things happened the way they did in the story, but, yeah. I mean, it's a random story, but I really wanted Peggy in final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Haley Atwell's just like, nope, not happening. So, I figured the only way we're gonna get it is through fanfiction, and I figured, why not? So, yeah, let me know, what did you guys think of the story? You can let me know in the comments in this video. You can let me know on fanfiction.net. You can let me know in Archive of Our Own, whichever site you prefer to read fanfiction on. And yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload my latest videos. Follow me on all the socials. The link is in the description down below. And I will see you all in another video. Bye, guys.